doubled down. It was as if the fact that no one else was doing the question reinforced his decision. And then we started working. Once a day, every day, throughout the week we had to work on the essay. Bill sought me out to share some ideas and ask some very insightful questions. In the end, his essay turned out to be one of the best in the class. He may have his own way of doing things, but like so many of you here, he has found the way that works for him and has led him to success. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Billionaire.
Tell me when you can hear me well. Too close or perfect? Perfect. All right. Let me check, because if this isn't in order, it's going to be way more confusing. All right. All right, let's do it. All right, so it's pretty much over now, I think. And getting nostalgic, I was thinking way back to when I first joined IB. I remember, because I was in a bit of a corner. You see, I really wanted some college credit courses with the weighted average and everything, but I really couldn't qualify for any AP courses on account of some things. But there was young Bill, wandering the hallways, when I looked at this wall, this beautiful wall. There were a lot of people passing by the wall at the time. It was kind of crowded between periods and such. But on the wall, I could see this weird symbol on it. So it was circular, it had a bold yet minimalistic look. And I remember reading very clearly around the symbol, National Honor Society. So I joined that later. But after that, I was wandering down another hallway, and there was another wall with another symbol on it, but this one was different. It was much less professional. But it didn't matter, because I remember reading around it in undercase letters, always undercase letters, IB, and then I read International Baccalaureate, which was way more confusing than just the weird lowercase IMB themselves. So I figured it was some nerdy club. And I kept walking, but you know what? It was a nerdy club. And they wanted me to join. And they wanted to give me college credit. And they wanted me to get their premium subscription called the Diploma. And it wasn't even going to be that bad. But why didn't young Bill just take the credits and take it easy? I do not remember. Maybe he wanted to learn. Maybe he wanted to challenge himself. Maybe young Bill didn't realize that you wouldn't actually get more credits for taking the diploma. It is shrouded in mystery. But what probably happened is that I just did something. Sometimes I do something bad or good with no real reason whatsoever. However, since most of it's kind of fuzzy and I am giving a speech, I have decided to give it meaning. What is that meaning? I will tell you after one or two more stories. Probably just one. This time I'm taking you way back to my Catholic days, my Catholic school days. There I was, a little younger, a little less wise, but still below average enthusiasm for most things and people. Now, younger Bill used to be called Billy and Always, but that's just a fun fact. I will still refer to him as younger Bill. Now, younger Bill used to play the trumpet, which was just great, really easy to play, all around a good time. However, younger Bill had a friend named Daniel. Danny also played the trumpet, but was better than younger Bill, but it was really close. Like, honestly, it could have gone either way. Anyway, Dan had a real bad case of tiger parents, and thinking back, this whole thing may have been their idea, but that's just some light background information on Daniel. So, younger Bill went to see his music teacher, Mr. Trelowitz. If you've never seen a Trelowitz, think of Trelowitz in your head, picture a Trelowitz. That's what he looks like. I'm not digging on any Trelowitzes, that's just how they are. So I went to see Mr. Trelowitz after school because I forgot to hand in some paperwork. And no, coming in after school did not help at all with that situation, but that's irrelevant. So younger Bill wanders into the middle of young Daniel asking Mr. Trelowitz to teach him another instrument. This instrument was called, and is still called, the baritone. It's like a smaller tuba, and it's just kind of... Anyway, Younger Bill asked Dan why he would pick such an interesting instrument. And Danny said to younger Bill, because I was going to play the French horn, but it was just too tough for me. So younger Bill took it upon himself to learn the French horn. And at great cost to his personal enjoyment of life, and a great contradiction to his own personal track record for commitment. Why did I do this? To prove a point? Definitely. To test myself? Maybe a little bit. Because I was bored? Yes. Because I didn't think it through enough? Absolutely. But I still play that thing today. And last year I went to Carnegie Hall playing that thing, and it was really random, and Katie was there too, so that was something. And anyway, it was pretty cool, even though the chairs were really small, but it's okay, because it was Carnegie Hall. Anyway, I want to take you back, but not way back, just back to earlier in the speech. Let's go back to meaning. Does the speech have meaning? Maybe. Let me say this. I do things that have no rhyme or reason, and usually nothing bad happens. And I just keep going. Sometimes you just have to keep doing things. Expose yourself to as many situations as possible until something clicks. Until you find what you're looking for. Inspiration, opportunity, even meaning, because just waiting for it isn't going to do anything. Life doesn't give you stuff because you deserve it. People who win the lottery don't win because of the hardest working, but because they played. They did the same seemingly senseless thing over and over again until they won. Like, that's random, right? That's not random. That's just unpredictable. It's unlikely. It's a 292 million to 1 shot. Probably as close to random as you're ever going to get in your life. But that's not it. You can never predict how things are going to go. You can never see how things are going to shake out. So don't just do the things that give you the best odds. Sometimes you got to take that stab in the dark. Sometimes you got to accept the risk. Sometimes that crazy idea isn't that crazy. You just haven't thought it through enough. Who here wants to look back in 5, 10 years and say, what if that crazy idea was what I was supposed to be doing? You're going to fail, and you're going to succeed. But even if you fail 292 million times, you only need to succeed once. Nobody can take that success away from you, and nobody cares how you get it. All right. You would think I ended the speech here, but I didn't. I have another story. Who here likes bees? Who likes metaphors? All right, you guys are probably going to like this story then. Once upon a time, there was a bee. He wasn't the brightest bee, but he had a good spirit. The bee had a bad habit of doing things with no rhyme or reason, but his latest doing had less than even his usual bare minimum of rhyme and reason. One day, the bee had brought the wrong pollen into the hive, and he was told at many bee conferences not to bring this pollen into the hive, but he did it anyway. Bad move, bee. The bee was found out. They got him with the pollen, a couple of yellow jackets, brought the bee out of the hive, and they shut the whole hive down, and they made a really big deal about it, which wasn't cool, but that's okay. They tried to guilt trip the bee unsuccessfully, but they very successfully gave the bee in-hive suspension. For about 2 to 3 days, I don't really remember the end. The speech has another paragraph to it. All right. Things don't always work out, especially when you go about doing everything the same way. I'm trying to stick to your base. There's an exception to every rule. There is no set of ideas or principles that will guide you where you want to go. Hard work's always a classic. Take big risks, pretty good, but not really. Stay in school is definitely good for high school. College could go either way. Just pure luck, honestly, isn't even that bad an option. Hope, that is pretty much worthless unless you're stranded on an island. And if you ask a philosopher, they'll tell you that life is like an island, so don't listen to philosophers. Nobody can tell you what to do. Nobody can tell you how to do what you want to do. Nobody has the secret to life. Even if they did, they wouldn't tell you. Everybody is just as confused as you are, so be less confused.
This time I would like to invite Mrs. Roselle to the stage to announce the next award.